What happened on that first play?
Everybody's seen what happened.
Nobody had your view.
You don't want my view.
The NBA just went Defcon-2. We just witnessed a pandemic of game winners, a pandemic of elbows, and of course, a pandemic of hilarious moments. This week in the NBA was a movie, and the cinema starts now. Chapter 1, last Saturday. Too old for this ish. Saturday was one of the craziest days we've had in the NBA in a minute, and that's saying a lot. It all started in the City of Angels, where AD got an unfortunate makeover mid-game.
Davis has not been back on the floor or the bench since going back to the locker room at the end of the first quarter. He got poked in the eye late in the quarter.
My man went from NBA superstar to Lenny from The Simpsons, but trust me when I tell you, he wouldn't be the only one. This night in the NBA was absolutely cursed. However, while AD was seeing stars, Rui Hachimura decided to go into the octagon with the rim.
Hachimura off the bounce, left-handed, throws it down.
LeBron was feeling himself, dropping 40 big ones. You know the king is in his bag when he starts doing this.
Passing has been just superb here in the first half. The rookie gets back out on James, 5 on the 24, three-pointer, count it, and the foul.
But the real shenanigans started in the fourth, when the shot clock decided to go on a coffee break. The shot clock malfunctioned on 5 straight plays.
And the clock's not moving.
Still not working.
Still not working. Wow. This is downright comical. Or it would be comical if it wasn't so sad. The shot clock is not moving.
Even LeBron had to let the announcers know he's too old for this nonsense. After what felt like an eternity of clock confusion, they finally decided to keep time with a stopwatch, with the Lakers' PA man playing the role of Father Time himself.
All right, now they're going to go with the manual stopwatch. Lawrence Tanter's going to announce the time.
The delay may have aged LeBron by a decade, because when the game resumed, Curry put clamps on the chosen one.
James drives on Curry. Stolen by Curry. Taken away.
Yes, this was the chef's first game back from that sprained ankle, and he decided to serve up a 31-point special. Curry flavored, of course.
To Curry. Sidestep, step back, three-pointer, puts it in. And the foul! Steph Curry coming alive.
The Lakers were favored by 1.5, but lost by 7 points. However, in H-Town, Tristan Thompson came back after a 25-game suspension for violating the league's anti-drug policy, and his first order of business, elbow drop on the team's best player.
Fire. Oh, brother. Tristan Thompson. Oh, Donovan had caught him cleanly.
Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is what a broken nose looks like. But despite the chaos, the Rockets were blasting off like they had SpaceX rockets strapped to their backs.
Van Fleet, pocket pass! Thompson with the two-handed hammer.
Jalen Green continued his impressive streak, dropping 26 points, as the Cavs, who were favored by 5, lost by 14 points, extending Houston's winning streak to 5 straight games. Meanwhile, in New Orleans, we had Jose Alvarado catching an elbow of his own.
The minutes are down. Yeah. They let it go.
And then being rewarded with a technical for his troubles.
He's bleeding.
Right.
The thing is, Jose's bleeding.
Right.
But Zion was set on proving Stephen A. Smith wrong. And this time, it was the Blazers paying for Stephen A. running his mouth.
As Jose tried to front the play, Najee, how about a lob? Is he on the receiving end?
Their chemistry, Najee's ability to know where Zion is going.
Joined by CJ and Ingram, they combined for 78 points, leading the Pelicans, who were favored by 13, to a 19-point W. And with this loss, the Blazers officially punched their ticket out of playoff contention for this year. But while the Blazers were licking their wounds, Dennis Rodman was getting a hero's welcome in Chicago.
I want to say, man, thank you.
Celebrating the people we love while they are still with us. What a novel concept. The Bulls broadcast, on the other hand, fell prey to a classic fake-out. The good old fake Woj bomb.
We have breaking news. Adrian Wojnarowski reporting that Derrick Rose is retiring after 15 seasons.
How about that? Wow, Derrick Rose retiring after 15 years.
Oh man, it just hurts. It hurts me.
Later, Mandem realized they got tricked.
I'd have been tricked.
Did
you get tricked? Did we get tricked?
We might have got tricked.
I'm still looking. I don't see any confirmation just yet. Is that the breaking news that you got tricked?
Breaking news, I got tricked. Maybe it was all cap.
But at least the Bulls took care of business on the court. The Wizards thought they were bullfighters, but immediately realized they were the ones being hunted. Ayo Dosunmu delivered the ultimate blow, putting on a scoring clinic of his life.
Here comes Dosunmu again. 30 points for the first time in his NBA career. Ayo Dosunmu.
A 30-piece, a little hot sauce with that.
The Bulls were favored by 9.5, but they pounded the Wizards by 29 points. Meanwhile, while Maxey was catching flagrant 2 strays from Brandon Miller for no reason,
Maxey on the rookie Miller, and that's an offensive foul as he elbowed Tyrese right in the face.
Ant was howling over the 7-foot Goliath Kessler.
Euro steps his way for the N1 opportunity. Love that.
But the craziness peaked in Sacramento, where Monk's hustle ended in a detour route to the front row seats.
Back tap out. Let's see. Malik Monk goes into the expensive seats. And there, Josh Tibbins going to call a jump ball, and Malik is heated.
Sabonis did it again, his 49th consecutive double-double.
There's that man, Domantas Sabonis, your leader in rebounds.
However, the Brunson burner got activated and ended in a 45-point masterpiece. With this performance, JB became the first Knick since Melo in 2014 to go 40-plus in back-to-back games.
Here's Brunson on the fade.
18 points last time out in the paint.
And in clutch time, he capped it all off by leaving Keon Ellis on frozen, seeing dust clouds shaped like L's.
Brunson directing traffic. Driving. Puts it up. 40 for Brunson. Joining an exclusive club. He's only the 4th Knick in franchise history to score 40 in back-to-back games.
The Kings were favored by 3, but lost by 7 points. Chapter 2, Sunday night. Everyone gets a game winner. In a whirlwind of 3-point barrages and jaw-dropping performances, Sunday night in the association proved once again why the NBA is the ultimate spectacle. The nail-biting action began in Dallas, Texas, where Lively and Gafford managed to tame the Joker, holding the golden face of efficiency to just 38% shooting from the field.
Jokic lumbering ahead. Here's Jokic all the way inside. Is mystified as to why he did not get a whistle there.
But it was in clutch time where everything went insane. With less than 30 seconds left in the game, Blue Arrow went full cold-blooded to take the lead.
Here's Murray, 30 seconds to go. Murray a 3, you bet! The Blue Arrow delivers!
So Luka Magic decided to answer back with his own magical spell.
Denver trailed by 13 with 8:35 to go. They've been on a 20-4 run since. Doncic to tie, he got it! 105 all. The slightest of differences came in shot clock.
But with less than 3 seconds left in the game, Kyrie went to the apex to defy all logic.
Keep it inbound. Kleba looking in for Irving. Irving for the win. Oh my! A southpaw finish from Kyrie Irving. Just absurd.
It was Ramadan. He did it on an empty stomach. No food or water, just pure basketball magic. After the game, Kai explained where his greatness comes from.
I like to say I'm a mix of all the greats that have come before me, and I've watched a ton of film on them.
The Nuggets were favored by 1 but lost by 2 points as they dropped a half game behind Oklahoma City for the West's best record. Meanwhile, in Motown, Duncan Robinson was making history reign from downtown as he became the Usain Bolt of 3-point shooting, hitting 1,000 threes faster than anyone in NBA history.
That's the big man Duran is on Duncan. He'll fire anyway. Kaboom! Fastest to 1,000 triples in NBA history. Congratulations, Duncan.
Jimmy Butler was out, so Robinson decided to take the lead, proving that when the going gets tough, the tough get buckets.
2 minutes, 2 seconds left, a 3 on the way, and in! And the foul! A chance at a 4-point play for Mr. 3 himself.
However, the game came down to this. Tie game. Pistons have the ball. They can have the last shot. But then Cade happened.
Shot clock is off. Cunningham will look to win it for Detroit with a 3. 7 seconds left.
And it instantly backfired.
4 seconds. 3. Get it off. Bam for 3. Yes! Bam Bam wins the game with a three.
Here's the problem, though. The problem, George, is that the Pistons went too early. And I asked the question, how many times can this happen to the Pistons?
Bam has been in the league for 7 years. He had only made 11 threes up until this point in his career. Quality over quantity indeed. Evan Fournier was irate as he kicked the ball into orbit out of frustration. The Heat were favored by 5.5, but they'll take that slim three-point victory any day of the week. While all this was happening, Sam Hauser transformed into a human flamethrower again.
Hauser? He's gonna get convicted for arson. That's 10 threes.
The fact that he went undrafted should be a crime punishable by death, but he wasn't the only one. Bobby Portis came off the bench like a man possessed and torched the Suns into submission.
Portis fakes, now fires and hits. And Portis can't miss right now. 5 of 5.
Bro went 5 of 5 from beyond the arc, dropping 25 points in the first half alone, leading the Bucks to tie an NBA record for most threes in a half with 18.
Portis, wide open as a trailer. Of course, everything going. Frank Vogel disgusted with his defense. Wide open Portis. Lets it fly. Hits another one. 25 for Portis. 61 points for Milwaukee. Portis firing up the crowd.
Down in Orlando, we found the rookies trolling everyone with the suggestive jersey swap.
Rookies Anthony Black and Grady Dick exchanging jerseys.
But Wemby decided to steal the show.
Up and in. My goodness. And then the Austin audience approves. Wemby behind the back goes up, lays it in.
The kid put up a monster stat line, 33 points, 16 rebounds, 7 blocks, and 7 assists. But when it came down to crunch time, it was Keldon Johnson who came through.
Johnson!
On the final play of the fourth quarter, Dennis Schroeder decided he wasn't done playing yet, sending the game to OT with flair.
Schroeder, ball fake, 3-ball, kaboom, tie game.
In overtime, Wembanyama was a brick wall.
Schroeder, 28 seconds left. Schroeder inside, blocked. Wembanyama got another one.
Man's defense is so impossible that sometimes it looks like goaltending. The Spurs were favored by 2, but they walked away with a 7-point victory. As the Nets now have to contemplate the following question: is Bridges a franchise centerpiece, or is he more of a bridge to nowhere? Chapter 3, Monday night. Holy crap. While Sunday was all about those clutch shots, Monday night in the NBA decided to flip the script with some gravity-defying aerial assaults. The disrespect began in Utah, where Ant went on an absolute rampage in the second half, scoring or assisting on 42 points in that half alone. During this rampage, Anthony Edwards decided to turn John Collins into John the Baptized on national television.
Another turnover for Utah. Edwards gets it back!
The dunk was so ferocious that Ant dislocated a finger in the process, and Collins had to be out for the rest of the game on concussion protocol. Ant himself was as surprised as anyone by his own dunk, saying it is the best of his career.
Oh my God. Hey, that's my business in my career, I'm not gonna lie.
But at least Collins got a souvenir out of it, a jersey as a consolation prize. And speaking of insane dunks, Jalen Johnson obliterated Reeves with a slam so monstrous it could turn a werewolf into a vegan.
Oh, Jalen Johnson, he goes right up and over Austin Reeves.
Oh my goodness.
Reeves took it like a champ, even cracking a joke afterward.
What happened on that first play?
Everybody's seen what happened.
Nobody had your view.
You don't want my view.
But give him credit because he quickly recovered, channeling his inner Grand Theft Alvarado before the slick Showtime dime.
That's the third time Austin Reeves has done that. LeBron from Austin. Sorry, Michael. What a play.
Anthony Davis proved he has Wolverine-like healing abilities because after getting poked in the eye less than 48 hours prior, Mans shook it off and came back to play a full game.
Oh, Davis with authority.
Meanwhile, LeBron was dropping 25 points like it was just another day at the office.
LeBron gonna go to the rim. Here he goes. Can't stop him. You haven't been able to do it in 21 years. What makes you think you're going to do it now? Well, they're not going to stop LeBron. Backhand layup.
beautiful.
D'Angelo Russell led the Lakers with 27, and he lit up the Hawks from beyond the arc, tying the Lakers' record for three-pointers in a single season.
Probably the ball can almost bounce.
There it is. He's tied Knicks fan Exo.
Favored by 9 points, LA cruised to victory by 31 points, snapping a two-game skid in the process. At the same time in Sacktown, the announcer's curse was in full swing.
To knock down the free throws. Second longest active streak in the NBA comes to an end.
Jeez.
I'm not taking blame for that
You
one.
can't.
I'm not taking blame for that.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in it.
But amidst the chaos, the Kentucky connection took over.
Moxie in transition. Kentucky connection.
Sabonis notched his 50th straight double-double, while Malik Monk continued waging a full-on war with the rim.
Malik on the dribble drive. Oh my God! He went poster time on these.
12 of his 28 points came in overtime alone, leading the 11.5 favored Kings to a 10-point victory. But in Boston, the Celtics were serving up a piping hot dish of domination. Derek White cooked up his first ever triple-double.
Certainly deadpan.
Flynn tried to elevate over White. He didn't know that guy blocked shots.
Tatum, Holiday, Hauser, and Horford were all out in this game, so JB decided to take the reins, dropping 31 points in just 3 quarters. The Celtics, who were favored by 15, ended up steamrolling the Pistons by 25 points. However, while Andre Drummond was getting a crash course in physics,
On the dribble, Drummond falls, he leans in, he's going to get 2 right at the cup. Drummond trying to collect himself, lost a leg, a couple of limbs here and there.
Yeah, it's not 3, but it's a squeaky wheel.
the Knicks got some more bad news over at Chase Center.
OG is out with that right injury management, that right elbow management, rather, Woj.
The Warriors were healthy against the hospital Knicks, and Draymond was doing his best defensively.
And has it taken away.
But none of it was enough against the Knicks juggernaut. Jalen Brunson went nuclear, exploding for 34 points.
Brunson gets inside.
Put it on a highlight reel.
Sophomore guard McBride had a career game, outplaying the chef himself.
Shot clock to 3. McBride to 3. Bang! Miles McBride from downtown.
And of course, Josh Hart played the entire game. Yes, all 48 minutes. Coach Tibbs has no chill whatsoever. The Warriors were favored by 7, but ended up losing by the same amount. Chapter 4, Tuesday night. Do you know who I am? On Tuesday, we had magic, disrespect, and instant regret shortly thereafter. First of all, Doncic had me asking, has anyone ever seen Luka and David Blaine in the same room before?
What a pass by Luka to exit for 3. Yes, sir. Pointer here is a long pass up ahead, and Flight 55 is soaring over the Alamo City.
Wonder Boy had an off night though.
Doncic is blocked again. Oh, mama.
But he still managed to end the game with a triple-double. The Spurs were having a struggle fest of their own, shooting just over 40% from the field. And with Ramadan Kyrie in full effect, the outcome was inevitable.
Oh, wow, Kyrie Irving! Another buzzer beater! Luka gave it up to Kyrie. Now Kyrie puts it down, pulls up, hits again!
The Mavericks were favored by 9 and ended up winning by 6 points, sweeping their 4-game season series against the Spurs. However, in Minneapolis, the man with the hops of a kangaroo on steroids made another appearance.
No, yes! The follow slam from Ant-Man. It is Ant's playground out here.
Ant went off, dropping his 4th straight 30-point game. Usually this would be enough, but when the best player in the world is on the other team, more is required. The Joker was shocked that anyone in their right mind would intentionally leave him open.
Jokic will fire from deep and swish the 3. You gonna let me shoot that?
In Serbian, that expression reads, "Do you know who I am?" Even Minnesota's commentary crew knew what was up.
Nikola Jokic should have 4 MVPs, or he's going to probably win MVP. I'm betting that he's going to win MVP again. Should have won last year.
Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. combined for 61 points, but at the end of the game, it was deja vu all over again.
Edwards, clock winding down, pull up, beat the clock, swords! And that's how this ball game comes to a close.
The Nuggets were expected to win by 8, but they edged out a victory by just 3 points. While Zion was taking the Nets to the trampoline park,
Cookies! Throw it up, Najee!
Yeah, he
you will. Z on the finish. What a lob by Najee. Those two are in sync.
The Magic were having fun at the Hornets' expense.
3-on-2. Banchero behind the back. Suggs for three. It's good.
But in the state capitol, one half of the Thompson brothers caught a body.
Crossover. Drive. Dunk for Ahmed Thompson.
And his brother from another mother was also bawling.
Green turns a corner, blows by him, goes to the rim, and throws it up and in. Plus the foul. Somebody got to show these Wizards how to play this game. Green pull back three. Oh, it's a wrap. It is a wrap.
Credit where credit is due. Jalen Green has started stepping into his own lately. The question now is, can he continue being this effective once Alperen Şengün, the best player on the team, comes back? The Rockets were favored by 10.5, but they clinched a victory by 13 points. They've been on fire lately, winning 6 straight and sitting pretty with an 8-1 record in their last 9 games. Chapter 5, Wednesday night. Destroyer of drop coverage. From record-breaking performances to an outbreak of dogs, Hump Day in the association had it all. In OKC, we found Chet Holmgren choosing violence on everybody.
My goodness. Take a picture to last longer, folks.
And if anyone dared to stand in his way, that meant that they had chosen death.
Some plays here early. Fourth-pointer like that one from Chet Holmgren, who plays right through that Utah defense for the flush.
The kid was unstoppable, dropping 35 points and tying his career high with 14 rebounds. Of course, the certified 31-point addict put up another 31-point performance.
Got by George, easy move. Kente George, not much defense.
After the game, the Thunder reminded us that they indeed have more chemistry than a high school science experiment. Somebody call animal control because OKC has themselves some dogs. Meanwhile, in Boston, Dame was carrying the Bucks without the Greek freak.
Lillard for three. Wow, got it.
Pat Bev decided to add to the collection by trolling Luke.
Good moves.
Fade away for Pat Bev, who gives it too small. He's good for one of those. He's good for one of those per game.
Float game is good. Pat Beverly giving the too little sign again to the 7-foot Luke Cornett.
So Pritchard asked Coach to put him in the game so he could cook some venison to avenge his brother.
Pritchard open. Buries it. Pritchard's going back at him.
Shot clock down to 5. Got to go to work.
No way. Yeah.
Pritchard heat check. Oh, he set off the smoke detector. Pritchard heat. He got smoke for everybody tonight here. 13 points off the bench in limited minutes.
Jason Tatum, on the other hand, casually obliterated the Bucks' drop coverage.
Tatum in rhythm for 3, lined up the seams and laces it.
This time, there is not a defender near him.
Leading the Celtics, who were favored by 10.5, to take advantage of the absence of Giannis, winning by 3 points for their 7th straight dub. While Malik Monk's personal vendetta with the rim continued.
Oh, wow. Look at that. It didn't stare down as well.
Isaiah Thomas finally found his way back to the court to everyone's delight.
And we get to welcome back, pulling on an NBA jersey once again, Isaiah Thomas. And look at that smile.
Grayson Allen ignited, tying his career high with 9 3-pointers.
Boy, Book had the defender up, finds Allen instead, and why not?
Meanwhile, Drew Eubanks had a moment he'd probably want to forget.
Bounces it down to Eubanks. Woo. Haven't seen something like that in a while.
But in the end, history was made. Kevin Durant passed Shaq to become number 8 on the NBA's all-time scoring list.
Durant's from the free throw line, and past Shaquille O'Neal he goes.
Shaq was a class act, graciously congratulating Easy Money Sniper on this accomplishment.
Kevin Durant, first of all, I want to say congratulations for passing me to become 8th on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Well deserved. But you know it doesn't stop here. I'll probably see if you can get to number 1. Anyway, I'm happy for you. Durantula.
But the most insane occurrence of the night took place in Rip City. Somehow, James Harden short-circuited, forgetting which team he was playing for.
Third, Harden accelerates. Kawhi, catch and shoot 3.
And when the Claw wasn't playing 6-on-1, he was playing with the CPU on Hall of Fame difficulty.
Simons is hunted by Kawhi, who turns it away. Oh my goodness! Counted on a foul!
Paul George led the charge for the Clippers with 27 points, leading the Clippers to a 13-point win against the second worst team in the West. Chapter 6, Thursday night, the Greek Undertaker. From electrifying dunks to passing extravaganzas, Thursday night in the NBA was a buffet of top-tier basketball genius. First of all, we had a dunk fest in Dallas. It was Lob City 2.0, and Luka was the mayor.
Luka on the floor, finds Kyrie. Fantastic way to finish that hustle play.
The Mavericks set an NBA season high with a whopping 18 dunks, and when they weren't getting a free runway to the rim, they were dropping bombs on the bank from downtown.
We're going to go back-to-back to end the half. Hello, Winda!
Utah unfortunately made zero resistance, and the Mavericks, favored by 14, stomped the Jazz by 16 points, sliding into that sweet 6th playoff spot. Over in Denver, Nikola Jokic continued his reign of dominance, showing us why he is the best player in the world. This guy sees passing lanes like a chef who can smell burnt toast before the bread is even in the toaster.
Jokic behind the back for Gordon.
That man is just touching.
Now, Jokic, 6 to shoot, hook pass, Porter for 3. Bam! Michael Porter Jr. raining down jumpers. Timeout, New York.
And when the defense didn't double him, dinner was served.
Somebody cut. Hartenstein. Jokic falling away. Got it, and a foul.
It went over the top of the backboard. Oh, they're counting it. I thought this would be a Larry Bird shot.
MPJ was reliable once again, playing his role to the fullest.
Hand off to Porter. He's got a look. He can lean in. He's going to put it on. Oh, he puts it off the backboard and crushes it.
And a big smile to the bench.
That is one of the highlight plays of the season for the Nuggets, and certainly one of the best plays in the NBA this year.
The Nuggets, favored by 8.5, had no trouble securing a 13-point victory against the ailing Knicks, improving to an impressive 13-2 record since the All-Star break. However, in Milwaukee, we witnessed Giannis Antetokounmpo go full Undertaker mode.
We see Giannis go down with a hard foul.
Now remember, Schroeder took a hard foul from Giannis in that first half that he was not too happy about. And you wonder if any of that backlog has anything to do with this altercation. Ooh, Giannis getting right up in his face. You don't see that every day. There's something brewing here.
It's not every day we see Giannis losing his cool like that. Angry Giannis is a scary Giannis. When the Greek freak wasn't busy seeing red, he was dishing out some serious rejections.
Giannis climbing the ladder and hitting that one at the apex, but he got called for the foul.
Thinking about challenging. He's thinking about challenging. Too great of a defensive play not to challenge Doc Rivers.
And his running mate was pulling from ranges deeper than the Mariana Trench.
What a launch. Oh my! Damian Lillard from 35 feet. Timeout, Brooklyn.
The Bucks were expected to win by 10.5, but they won by 7 points. While Trey Murphy was sending Markelle Fultz into poster oblivion.
Nice bounce.
Boy, check into the game, and that's what they do to you, Markelle Fultz.
We found Jalen Green channeling his inner Steph Curry with the turnaround 3.
Corner. That's tough. That is tough.
The kid went off for another 26 points, and when he wasn't busy battering the Bulls on offense, he was pommeling them on defense.
DeRozan tried to dunk it. Green got a piece of it.
This led to a lot of frustration, and of course, mayhem ensued, leading to another scuffle involving the Rockets.
That's a characteristic of DeMar. Frustration there. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Wow.
Now Dylan Brooks takes exception to it. Now those two have to be separated as we have a massive humanity in the middle of the floor tonight here at Toyota Center. My goodness.
Got to be careful here. These guys are still going at it.
After the game, Jock Landale had a few words for Dylan the Villain.
Dylan Brooks, if you're listening, this ain't Memphis, man. Stop getting yourself ejected. We need you out here. We need that physicality.
The Rockets were favored by 3.5, and they ended up winning by 10 points. Chapter 7, Friday night. Will the Warriors make the playoffs? On Friday, revenge was on the menu in the NBA. The last time the Heat and Pelicans played, Jimmy Butler boldly declared that the Heat would take the W in the rematch.
Oh, the next time we play them? Yeah. I mean, sure. We'll beat them the next time, too. We're just a better team.
Tonight was that rematch, and the Pelicans were outside.
Good job, Herb. Blocked by Herb.
Defensive discipline, right? Staying down, not leaving your feet, contesting without foul.
Anyone in a Heat's uniform was fair game, and CJ McCollum led the charge for the Pelicans, dropping 30 points in his sleep.
10 on the shot clock. He'll take the three. Got it. CJ up the high pick. Step back, a triple. Got it.
CJ done turned into Christian James McCollum today.
He's 5 of 10 on his triples with 25 points.
Yeah, he done turned into Christian James on him today, Joe.
As the Pelicans routed the Heat, serving them a 23-point slice of humble pie. Meanwhile, in San Antonio, Wembanyama decided to wake everyone up with a logo three-pointer.
To Victor. He fires. He scores! Oh, that's a good sign.
He's smiling about that. My goodness.
His defensive aura had players second-guessing their life choices instead of trying to score on him.
That's the Victor effect right there. Any other defensive players in the league, they're going to get tested.
From defense to offense, the kid was doing it all.
Blocked by Victor.
There's got to be another word for that one. Destroyed.
Oh, mama! Talk about destroying Victor Wembanyama. One end to the other.
The Grizzlies, of course, were undermanned, but Jaren Jackson Jr. refused to let his team lose, swooping in with the cold-blooded game winner for the Grizzlies.
6 seconds. Jaren with 4. Jaren into his move, drives, hooks and hits with 1.2.
Over in LA, we had D'Angelo Russell making history by becoming the Lakers' all-time leader for three-pointers made in a season.
Russell, there it is! Single season three-point mark for the Lakers now belongs to D'Angelo Russell.
And of course, LeBron had to remind everyone why he's still one of the baddest dudes on the court.
Down the middle, LeBron! Two-hand slam, look out below. Call LeBron! LBJ, that's what they come to see.
But it was Anthony Davis who led the way for the Lakers. Forget the 23 points. This man pulled down 19 rebounds, an absolute beast. This win broke the Lakers' 7-game losing streak against the Sixers. However, in San Francisco, Tyrese Halliburton decided to finally wake up from his slumber.
3.3 seconds. Here's Halliburton, puts it up.
Yes!
He hits again.
Money!
Rebounded by Siakam. Halliburton launching at the buzzer.
That's a good one!
The king of the three, of course, had something to say about that.
Steph's like, yeah, goaltend that three. It's out of the corner. The Warriors are moving the ball nicely. Just got over 40 assists the other night with only 7 turnovers. And Curry just hit one from Piedmont.
But it was Miles Turner's day to shine, as he had 5 blocks, etching his name in the history books by setting the Indiana Pacers franchise record for blocks.
Now to Green with the catch. Kuminga, and Turner got it.
At the end of the game, we had an absurd ejection with just 6 seconds left in the game.
And now you're going to have Chris Paul ejected. Second tee and tossed. There's 6 seconds left in the game. Coach Curry is going, wait, what?
The technicals, what happened there?
Oh, man. Oh, Tony. He's talking to me, I talk back. I called him a TikToker, and I got a text. No, the first one, I just said TikToker, gave me a text. Second one, I just said, that's too much powers. You know what I mean? He gave me another text.
After the game, CP3 decided to enter the archives and expose the receipts on Tony Brothers.
I don't even really care too much for basketball. But now I'm the judge, the jury, prosecuting attorney, defense attorney, everybody.
Right, it kind of came full circle there.
Absolutely.
The Pacers snagged the win by 12 points, leaving the Warriors clinging to that last play-in spot. If you end up enjoying this video, please subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind. Anyways, wherever you are in the world, be the GOAT of that moment. Stay GOATed.